What is up, my questioning bisexuals? It's me, the cousin the family doesn't like to acknowledge. A little context first. So a couple years ago, ROM hacks were the rage in the poker communities. Classics like Gaia, Clover, Adventure Red Chapter, whoops-a-daisy. But then the trends started dying out and people started making vanilla challenges instead as the prime Pokemon playthrough type thingies. Now don't get me wrong, small intent friends are vastly entertaining and talented, but I don't know, occasionally I'll reminisce of the glory days of the absurd amount of bugs and exceptionally edgy story beats. One of these occasions was last year, and I thought to myself, hey, it's been a while, I wonder what's happened in the ROM hacking community. So I looked it up and oh my god, when did DS tilesets get ported to GBA? It's so sexy! Okay, so the whole ass industrial revolution and its consequences happened while I was gone. So immediately went full on Dexter, computer, what new shit hath appeared? This one seemed to be the most popular, Radical Red. But I'll talk about it some other time because I was fixated on this gorgeous engine rewrite that seems to have been the catalyst for this ROM hack renaissance. Shit, what's it called? I'll put it up here. What is it called? Dude, it slaps on so many new features. Dex nav, character customization, every single move in its accompanying animation, abilities, and nothing really encapsulates the awe of all of these things together than in... Took a while to get to the point, but Pokemon Unbound takes place in Boreas, the region Kalos was at war with a millennium ago. You know, 8'13" king, all that jazz. While Kalos had the Soul Cannon from Legend of Korra as their trump card, Boreas had a UUBL Pokemon as theirs. Needless to say, they got ass slapped real hard, took a major L. Anyway, the mythical Pokemon in question was Hoopa, who after this humiliating defeat was still too dangerous and got his full potential locked away in a vase. And that was basically the prologue. So, fast forward a couple hundred years and the basic premise is simple. You are a kid who gets wrapped up with the shenanigans of the shadows, a bunch of goons wanting to bring back Hoopa to its former glory for some nefarious purpose. But the story stays consistent in tone, at least in modern versions, and it's pretty engaging. Maybe a bit confusingly paced in the middle chunk, but it all works out by the end. Now, initially, I was gonna do an abridged series of the events in the game, but I also wanted to make a review, so tell me if you want that, I guess. Now, gameplay itself. Even though it already runs on the Complete Fire Red upgrade, incidentally also made by the Unbound dev Skelly, Pokemon Unbound has its own share of unique quality of life features, ranging from automatic Pokeball retoss to the most badass thing ever, Sandbox Mode, a setting that allows you to change IVs, EVs, even gender on the fly. For weirdo perfectionists like me, it is a godsend. Bro, you can even get egg moves! I mean, it is expert locked, so that kinda balances it out. Speaking of, there are different difficulties you can choose at the start of the game, so that's scrumptious for the 30-year-olds always circle jerking for Pokemon hard mode. In all seriousness, the gym leaders and boss fights are all challenging without being annoying to play around. All the badge places have gimmicks as well. They start off kinda simple. Oh, permanent grassy terrain. And then you kinda move up to permanent delta stream to time itself with your Pokemon devolving every time they faint. Just holy tremendous fun all around. To add to that, some mons have been buffed with moves and abilities. Not to the extent of Radical Red, but the few really deserving ones, like Electivire getting Plasma Fists and Glaceon getting Ice Scales. You get a quest book too to keep track of where you're supposed to be at any given time, as well as side quests, tasks given to you by various NPCs of Boreas in exchange for an item usually. My personal favorite is the one where this tiny toddler gets whisked at Mach 5 winds across the city. It got a hearty chuckle out of me. Something else I pseudo touched on earlier with the graphics. But Jesus, the custom trainer sprites all look up to official standard. The 15 or so towns feel distinct from each other and all with an energy to them, whether that be vibrant or moody or strange. And speaking of energy, that soundtrack, I already did the makes me feel things, man. It's good. It's good. Bro, these guys made a remix of the Sinnoh gym theme just for Candace's daily battle. Thing is, only 60% of players would even enter this random building and fall short. What more interact with it? They could have just used the pre-existing one, but they chose to replace it. There's just so much love poured into this art piece, man. Credits to everybody here. My favorite is Crater Town's theme. I just think it's neat. If this was blasting from the heavens, I would totally move there. The world itself connects in a believably natural way, and in conjunction with the aforementioned quest book, it's pretty hard to get lost. Me being me, I managed to get lost in Viva Woods, but that's besides the point. So, while getting clips for this video, I went back to Viva Woods, and there was just some dude who wasn't there prior. He wanted me to cut down all the grass in the place, and I got 2 mega stones out of it. This game really rewards you for coming back to places in ways besides the banger songs. Oh, maybe a gym leader is now there to give you a new mega stone if you do something for him. Maybe there are now TMs that are accessible because you finally got rock climb. Jesus Christ. Oh, bro, it is so late. Jesus Christ. It's goddamn. Alrighty, so at this point, we've basically reached my assorted thoughts. I think Jax is a chump because he gets his ass handed to him in every battle with the shadows, but he's not absurdly easy to beat. I wish Kasupit showed up more. The few times he did, he got shit done, you know? His theme's a knee slapper, cucks over anybody he meets that gets in his way. He's just cool. I'm not gonna spoil anything about his revelations about his heritage. But yeah, I think it's a pretty decent set of rivals. Bro, Porta PC? You can basically access your PC boxes from anywhere. Except the alternate dimensions, but those like happened like twice. I had 25 Pokemon I would switch around and reuse and switch. I don't know, Porta PC is just so convenient. I played on sandbox mode, so I got it at the start of the game. Whee! Wait, I have some complaints though. I wish we got the Flame Burst TM earlier. Yeah, that's about it, really. I think Alice, the flying gym leader, is a hottie dommy mommy. I will not elaborate at this time. Oh, Galvan's a little though, because he's an electric steel leader, and he doesn't allow ground moves in his gym, so that's some beta shit, bro. What are you doing? Hey, Scully. When are you dropping merch, bro? I want to buy a Marlon hoodie. That shit looks both dumb and dope. Would I wear that in public? Well, no, Malaysia's scorching hot. But if I live in the frozen western lands, yeah, probably. What the? Did you know there's a cloud website they're setting up? Skelly, why are you so unbearably based? Oh my god, I'm dripping from my knees. Now, I hate it when people clearly are just padding out for runtime, so I'm gonna keep this brief. Pokemon Unbound is the result of a decade of collective innovation. I don't think Glazed or Gaia is as important as I feel Unbound is to the ROM hacking community in terms of what the limits are for hacks. It really shows how much passion and a strong plan put in the hands of a talented team can really accomplish. Adventure Red Chapter is my favorite ROM hack, but I have no qualms at all calling Unbound the best Pokemon fan project I've ever come across. If you ever want to see me do an abridged series of the events of the game, do tell. That's really all for now. Peace.